No, Suraj, it is clear to me. Only thing I wanted to know was you sometimes you copy paste some prompts in the chat, isn't it? So
Correct.
how do I understand that? How do I get that? That is what is the
All right.
question.
All
Hmm.
right. That's what. So see, prompt engineering is again, see, we can simply put prompts on ChatGPT or any other generative AI
Okay.
platform. But
Hmm.
again, to do so, you have to understand the basic nitty-gritties of the things.
Yes.
For
Hmm.
example, what we are currently doing, we are doing step by step things. So
Hmm.
once you are aware of the fact that, okay, the very first step when I'm working in R is, first of all, is I need to import all the libraries.
Yes.
Now you know what, the objective, that what you want to find out. So
Hmm.
you define the objective that, okay, see, this is my data set. I want to, this is my problem statement.
Hmm.
I want to use R for, for working on this to find out multiple
Yeah.
things, or to conduct some meta-analysis or network meta-analysis.
Yeah.
Now let's start with loading the libraries. The first step, you know it, right? You know that the
Yes.
first step is
Yes.
loading the libraries. So
Yes.
if you simple give generic prompts, ChatGPT will confuse you.
Uh,
It is, or any other platform for that
mm,
matter, whether ChatGPT or any other platform.
mm,
See, these platforms are made to ease our works, but again,
mm.
you should understand the concepts behind everything.
Yes.
Otherwise, they won't help.
Mm,
So now, since I have worked on R for lot many times, I
mm.
have got a hang of it. So I don't remember the syntax any. I what I remember is the concept.
Ah,
I don't remember the syntax, because
okay.
there are many programming languages
Uh-huh.
like
Yes.
if you are working on Python and parallelly on R programming, you get confused a lot of time because of the
Yes.
syntax
Mm,
changes. And R is generally used in the research. So when in my work environment, I'm mostly working on Python. So
okay.
what, there is a confusion every time that happens.
Mm,
What is the important thing is understanding the concept behind everything. So if
mm,
I understand the concept, I will tell GPT that, okay, man, see, this is the data. I have a
mm,
data frame,
mm,
which consists of so and so, which the schema of the data set is this.
mm,
Now I want to create another column
mm,
for example, based on, let's say, BP.
mm,
And if BP is 120 greater than 120, I want to categorize is that high BP. If it
mm,
is less than 80, it is low BP, or in middle 180 to 120 is the okay range.
mm,
That I simply put that prompt. Now I understand that what is my objective. I want to create
mm,
another column for a
mm,
category high, low,
mm,
and normal
mm,
based on the BP. So ChatGPT will give me the prompt, the
mm,
syntax, that okay, this is your syntax.
mm.
Now, what are the changes that I need to do? First of all, the name of the data frame, whatever I have defined, I have
Yeah.
to use that, right?
Yeah.
The column, since it is a case sensitive language, I have to, put columns in a right manner. Otherwise, ChatGPT will throw me
Yeah.
something like which is
Yeah.
not relevant to my data, right? So I have
Yes.
to,
Yes.
tweak a bit.
Mm.
So understanding the concept is more important. So
Okay.
what how what that is why, when I started this, I asked you that, just write the steps as a
Mm.
comment, so that
Yes.
it will help you remember. So the first
Mm.
step that we did is loading the library was the first step.
Yes.
Okay. Now
Yes.
we know that, okay, some libraries, like if our data set is a Excel, read Excel
Mm.
is important library, because we have to
Yes.
read the data file, right?
Mm.
Similarly, for plotting, for doing the EDA, we need
Mm.
ggplot, right? So we have loaded the libraries first of all. The very first thing. Second step was setting the working directory. That is
Mm.
important, because every time I will not go and check the path of the file. I will simply define the directory where I want to work in, and where I
Yes.
want to save
Mm.
my results, right? That I did. Third part is, once I have done that, the part is reading the data.
Mm.
Now I've started reading the data and making a data frame, creating a data
Mm.
frame. Once I've created a data frame, the very first thing that I'm doing is exploring the data. Let means when I say exploring, I want to understand, okay, how many number of rows and columns are there in my data?
Mm.
What are the name of the columns? What is the data size? What is the structure of the data? Right, number of
Mm.
rows and column, like whether there is a missing values.
Mm.
If there is missing value, we will deal with it. whether
Yeah.
there is an outlier. Then I just want to do a descriptive statistics of the data, like okay, to understand okay how many data, what is the
Mm-hmm.
mean, median, mode. Then next step, what, okay, whether there is a categorical variable in my data set or not. Now in our data set, if you remember, there were three categorical variable, right?
Yes.
But it was only considering one.
One.
Reason being, 0 and 1 was typecasted, the data type was numeric. So we
Mm.
have to change it to, we have to typecast it to factor. Then
Factor.
it started, taking that data as, okay, it means treating it as a categorical variable.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know the concept. I've seen the data now. I know the concept. It's
Yeah.
showing numeric. So I know the problem. The problem why it is not giving me categorical variable, because of the reason that the data type is numeric. It is treating it as a
Yes.
number variable.
Yes.
So then I change it to factor. Now under factor also, if you remember, we have done two things. Either we can create new columns or
Mm.
we need to overwrite it. So I will
Yes.
overwrite because I don't want to create unnecessary columns, right, in my
Yes.
data set. So I
Mm.
overwrite it. Then after doing all this, after we checked about duplicate values also, which saw the duplicate values. If there was no duplicate, so we did not remove it. If
Yeah.
if there was duplicate values, we will remove it, right?
Mm.
So after doing this descriptive things about the data, means understanding or exploring the small nitty-gritties of the data,
Mm.
that the next step was, once we have figured it out,
Mm.
now if there was certain flaws, like if there was certain outliers, I would have removed it. See,
Mm.
since our data does not have any outliers, I did not need to remove it. There was no duplicate, there was no missing values. So
Mm.
we do nothing about it. So we
Mm-hmm.
simply, now this is done. Next step is exploratory data analysis. So
Mm.
on the next step, what we are doing, we are trying to, see a lot of things. We started with, in outlier also, we used box plot. And then
Mm.
the second method was using that interquartile range. We checked it,
Yes.
right? Under box plot also, there was nothing. And in
Yes.
the output also, there was nothing, right? So that is something that we did. Then next we came on to doing some normality test. We check
Yes.
whether the data is a normal distribution, because
Mm.
whenever we are doing certain kind of analysis, particularly when it comes to statistical model or machine learning models,
Mm.
it is very important, the assumptions on which these models are based are that your data should be normal.
Mm.
The very simple assumptions that is based is
Yeah.
your data
Mm.
should be normal, or near to normal, if not
Mm.
normal, near to normal. So we checked on normality, that okay, which datas are normal. And
Mm.
then using both the method, we first used plotting.
Mm.
uh, we plotted the data using histogram and QQ plot. And then we also conducted a test,
Mm.
normality test.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
for the confirmation, the graph gives us an idea whether this data could be a normal or not. In some
Yes.
cases, it was very obvious that it was not normal, right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
some cases, we found out that this looks to be normal, but
Mm.
to confirm it, we conducted certain test.
Yes.
After that normality, then we went to check. We plotted a scatter plot. We figured out the correlation, because I also
Mm.
explained you about the multicollinearity issues.
Yeah.
Like if my machine learning model can be trained using one column, there's no need of another column which is dependent upon the other column, right? There is a
Mm-hmm.
dependencies between two columns. So only
Mm.
one column will be enough to do the
Mm.
modeling. So we
Yeah.
did that, right?
Yes.
After doing all this, then we also kind of came and checked about that. I also mentioned that okay, if you want to look at the missing values in form of a
Mm.
graph, how we
Mm.
can do it. So the
Yeah.
last part was that, right? So
Yes.
this is a structure, this is a flow. Now
Mm.
whenever you are doing any kind of analysis in R programming or
Mm.
anywhere in the
Mm.
world, whenever you are doing any kind of data
Mm.
related to data things, these are the steps. These
Okay.
are the steps, cut to cut steps.
Mm.
So once you have got all the concept in your head, prompting becomes really easy.
Okay.
Prompting is never a concern, right?
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, and just don't worry about the syntax.
Okay.
You should first focus on the structure. Okay, how the
Understanding.
flow should be,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
now we have done this, right?
Mm.
Whatever we have done this. Today, what we will do is that we will focus more on rows and column operations. For example, creating new columns, subsetting the data, merging two data frames.
Okay.
This kind of operations we will conduct. Okay, we will do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So today we will focus on that. Now, before doing that, one more thing, small, very small thing I will tell you. So, for example, let's suppose you don't. Just a minute. All right. So, I told you about setting up the working directory that, once you define the directory, it becomes easier for you to,
Yes.
kind of uh, read the data frame from that particular directory. Since if in case, if you're not able to read, means if you're not able to set the working directory, there is an alternate way. You can run the code for now, stop till after 23, just stop.
Okay.
Run the code, run this code one by one.
Yeah.
After 23, just stop for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, I have set the working directory.
After working directory, now, yeah, keep running till 23rd.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, wait. So you can comment 26th line. Just comment this 26th line. Comment it. Put a
Okay.
hash in the beginning. Put a hash in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I will tell you another method where you will do not have to, define this path. Rather, it will open a dialog box for you and you have to just choose the file.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you. Insert another line between 26 and 27. Just insert another line. Yeah, wait. I'm giving you that command. You can copy paste here. So this is an alternate method. Yeah, wait. So see, I'm not changing the name of the data frame. The data frame name is still is DF. Okay. I've just defined it. Now run this code. See what it will give. Yeah, run this. Wait. It have given you a
Yeah.
dialog box, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I have to
Now,
choose
now
here.
you can choose the data from there. The same data that you have, defined. Yeah, same data. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
This was the data, right?
Yes.
Open it. Open, yeah. So this is another method to kind of, where you are not you're, for example, where you have not defined the working directory and you have started working without defining the working directory. In that case, you can use this process.
Okay. Okay.
This is
Understood.
another way. But what happens is that once you use this process, it will be available to you in the, it means whenever you are running the code, you again have to go and choose the file. Every time you run the code, you have to choose the file. That is
Okay.
the only thing. In the earlier thing, since you have already defined the working directory and you have defined the file name, it was by default taking, right? That will be an additional thing that whenever you are using this, you have to just go and select the file.
Okay.
Now just keep running, because the data frame name is same, so nothing will change, right?
Yes.
Just
Yes.
keep running, keep running till the end.
Okay.
Keep running, keep running. Just don't think much. Just keep running.
Yeah.
Keep running one by one. No, you do not have to again come and at the end of the line. You just click, run every time, and it will
Oh,
take.
okay. Okay.
It will click. Yeah, just click on that. It will, or by default, take it.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So far we have done this EDA, exploratory data analysis, and plotted a lot of graphs and all. See, whatever we will do in this file, you can kind of keep it as a master file for your
Yes.
reference, because see,
Yes.
any kind of data analysis or any kind of model building or whatever you're doing, the first three steps is like the loading the library, data cleaning, exploratory data analysis, that remains the same for every
Okay.
kind of analysis. These
Okay.
three things you have to do it
Okay.
every time. So this becomes your master file. So whenever you want, rather than hovering over internet or prompting to ChatGPT for the syntax, you can come to this file. If you
Yeah.
want to pick, okay, how I want to plot a box plot, so you can
Yeah.
simply copy paste this part of box plot and use it in your next
Yeah.
data, right?
Yeah.
In another analysis. So this becomes a go-to kind of a code source code for you,
Yeah.
right? Because we will do everything here in this file.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So the next step that I was talking about is that we are doing a lot of row and column operations.
Mm.
And currently we were, considering entire data for all our analysis, right?
Mm.
Next, we will focus on, creating certain, like what we are doing is that next step is we will, make a subset of the data set. For example, our data frame consisted of 500
Mm.
500 observations, right?
Observations. Yes.
Eight
Mm.
columns, 500 observation.
Yeah.
Let's suppose I don't, if I want to, I want to, only select a particular column,
Mm.
or I want to select only the first 200 entries,
Mm.
right? So these are all kind of data operations, means row and column operations that we do. So you can simply comment as row and column operations, hashtag row and column operations, so that it becomes a separate segment for you,
Yeah.
right? So let's start with data frame subsetting. For example, I want to select first 200 rows.
Okay.
The first thing is data subsetting.
Mm.
Now, right, for data
Mm.
subsetting, right?
Mm.
So, see, if you have, when when you in the very beginning, when you enter this formula
Mm.
called structure str bracket df, it
Mm.
gave you the column and rows in form of this
Yes.
comma separated 500 comma 8.
Yes.
So that simply means that whenever we are describing any data frame, we describe it into form of a Cartesian number like 500
Mm.
into 8,
Mm.
right? That is how we define it.
Yeah.
So the first part relates to rows and the second part relates to column,
Mm.
right? Now I want to truncate this data. I want to create a data set. of let's say I want to take the first entry. Okay,
First
the
column.
very first entry, right?
Okay.
Only the first row,
Okay.
right? So how will you take that? So you will take that, you can just uh, name it as row 1,
Mm-hmm.
and now row 1 is another data, is a variable. I'm defining it as a variable name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I am just putting it in the chat, right?
Mm.
See, copy this.
Okay.
So 1 comma blank means I am after blank means see, 1 denotes first row,
Mm-hmm.
comma, not mentioning any column means take entire column,
All
all the
columns.
columns, all
Okay.
of them. Run it, right? See, if you see on the right environment, there is a row 1 variable.
Mm.
Row 1, click on that. Row 1, click on row 1, just below DF. No, not that one. That one is a correlation metric. See row 1. No, no, it was on the top only. See DF row 1, the third one from the top, left side, third one. Not this one, left side. See on the left, selected DF row 1. In the environment only, in the environment where it is written data, just
Mm-hmm.
below that data, see na, core metric, that is a variable
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
DF,
This one,
not
right?
this one. No, 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 not this one. Uh,
It says
just
8 variables.
beside that, just beside, see, the place where you clicked,
This
it was
one?
DF. Yeah, now this one, row 1.
Yeah.
See row 1, it is written row
Yeah.
1,
Row
na?
one. Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's suppose you want to select only first row. This is how you select it,
Okay.
right? Now let's suppose I want to select a range, like starting from first from first to 200. Like let's suppose first 200 rows.
Okay.
Select first 200 rows. Let's suppose that I want to do this, right?
1
So
comma 200?
yeah,
No.
one colon 200 and then
Okay.
comma, like
Yeah.
that. Copy, just create another variable name.
Mm.
Create anything, just copy that function, that code 132, code 132, copy,
Mm-hmm.
paste into 133, give another variable name, let's say row 1 to 200, just name it as 1 to 200. No, you cannot make it separated. Whenever you are defining variable, everything to be, you cannot put spaces.
Okay.
Yeah. Now after 1, you have to put colon and 200. No, not there, before
Mhm.
comma.
Okay.
1 is to 200, that will be there. Yeah,
1.
1 colon 200, not this one. This is dash colon. This one, 2 dots.
Mm.
Yeah, run it.
Okay.
See, you click there. Yeah, see, you got 200 rows,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So now this is like for selecting particular kind of a row, right?
Mm.
Now let's move towards, for example, I want to select all the data based on certain conditions.
Okay.
Let's say I want to select all the data where the patient age is greater than 50.
Okay. Conditional. Mm.
Right? Conditional for nahi. So you just give any variable name to it, copy everything, copy that code 133 and put it into 134. Wait, and you give another name to the variable. It should not be the same. So change the variable name.
Where do I change?
You simply name that row 1 to 200 as something else.
Okay.
You can, yeah, you can name it as something else. Or you just write A is greater than something like that.
Okay.
Or no, there should not be any separation. You
Yeah.
try to use a smaller number, smaller words.
Okay.
Put anything df1, df2, df3, or simply age 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'll
something like
just
that,
put rest.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just use this.
Yeah.
So I have given a code in the call. See a code.
Okay.
Yeah, copy that.
And where
Paste
do
on
I
the
put
right hand
this?
side. Yeah, paste on the right hand side of this. No,
Okay.
not here. You have to remove this df1 is to 200. Remove the first part.
Okay.
First part, yeah. Right. So what you're doing is that you are going, df is data frame. Obviously, I'm getting into the data frame. Then I'm selecting a particular column. If you remember, I told you whenever you were pointing out to a certain column in a data frame, you have to use dollar symbol,
Yes.
right? So I'm going into that column and saying
Each
that
column.
anything that is greater than 50 and then
Mm.
comma. So comma means I'm taking all the columns, right?
Okay.
And I'm only filtering those rows which are where the age is greater than 50. And now run this. So see, yeah, click. So try to define some sensible name of a data frame. For example, row test 1 to 200 is something like that. Now, since it's the age is more than 50, so I would have, named it as age 50, kind of that data set, right?
Okay. Okay.
See, so this is giving you all the data where the patient is more than
50 years.
50,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Similarly, you can also define multiple conditions. For example, I want to take all the patients with age more than 50 and who are all female.
Oh, double condition. Okay.
Double conditions. So
Mm.
multiple conditions. So you can just give anything. Yeah, right.
Okay.
So in that case, how do we put that conditions? I'll tell you.
Mm.
So you copy copy that code from the top, the right side of thing, the right
Okay.
side, like the age one, from there, copy it, paste it in below, right? So we have already defined one condition. Now we have to define another condition. So what we will
Mm.
do is that after 50 and
Mm-hmm.
just before comma,
Mm.
put and symbol. No,
Oh,
not this
answer.
one, and symbol,
Okay.
and percent, yeah. Then again, we have to choose another column. So for selecting another column, what we have to do is the df dollar gender.
Okay. After the comma?
Df,
Is it after the comma?
no, just after the and percent. Everything will be before comma. So comma
Okay.
denotes the bifurcation between rows and columns. So after comma, if
Okay.
you are not putting anything, that means it will take 8 columns.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm doing everything on row operation. Currently, I'm
Row
doing row
operation.
operation. So
Okay.
I have to define everything on the row side. So before
Okay.
comma,
Okay.
yeah, and df
EF dollar.
dollar gender,
Mm.
right, equal to double equal to, not every time when you are giving any conditions. So when you are putting, yeah, equal to now female. Now since female is a string word, you have to use this comma apostrophes, single apostrophes,
Okay.
no, capital F,
Ah, yeah.
because yeah, capital FEMELE, yeah, right. Now run this. This might, is it working? Yeah.
Yeah.
So check that.
Yeah.
Check this, right?
Mm.
So it has bifurcated every patients having age more than 50 and those who are female, right?
Mm.
How many entries are there? 150. So what is happening now when you are
Mm.
subsetting it, and these names that you have defined,
Mm.
you are kind of creating a separate data set,
Mm.
right?
Yes. Mm.
After separating, means after defining a separate database set data frame based
Mm.
on certain condition, you can independently run anything on that particular data frame. Whatever we
Okay.
have run for DF data frame, overall data
Mm.
frame, you
Mm.
can run all the analysis for that subset.
Okay.
You can do it. If it is a requirement, you can do it. What I'm
Yes.
saying is that we are creating new data frame based on certain conditions, right?
Yeah. Okay. So if I have to go back to the original data frame, then do
So
I
that's
run the?
DF only. That's
Mm.
DF. So
Okay.
whenever, see, that is why we generally don't we use data frame name only once. So for
Mm.
example, I have used DF, right?
Mm. Mm.
The main data frame name is DF.
Yeah.
Whenever I am creating another data frame, I am using different names. If I
Mm.
would have used similar name, it would have overwritten that file.
Okay.
So
Ah.
that is why. And now since we have defined separate names, so if you want to originally go to the original data set, you have to simply call the DF data frame, DF.
Okay.
That is your original data frame,
Okay.
right? So on the right side, if you see in the environment, there are multiple data frame, right?
Mm. Yeah.
DF, row 1 to 200, row
Yeah.
female 1 to 200, row test, selected
Mm.
DF.
Understood.
These are all data frames, right? Like,
Okay.
all right. Similarly, let's suppose. Okay, now we want to create a data frame. Okay, all right. Now I'm creating another column. So we will use we are using categories, right?
Mm.
For BP, we are categorizing three things: high, low, and medium. You are creating another column where we are categorizing as per the BP level, right?
Mm.
And then we will merge it,
Mm.
right? So I'm sharing you this code base. You can copy. See, in R, again, there are multiple packages. To perform one thing, you can use different packages and in a
Mm.
different way. But
Mm.
again, you should understand the basic, your core concept should be clear. So right now,
Mm.
what I'm doing, so this code, what this code is saying, you have to first, go to data frame DF.
Mm.
Under DF, I have to create another column called BP category,
Mm.
right? Based on the column name BP. So now currently in our data frame, there is no BP, right? The
Mm.
name of the variable is systolic BP. So you have to
Mm.
change this BP into systolic BP, right?
Mm.
And what I'm saying is that first I have created a column, new
Mm.
column, and then again I'm adding back to the data frame. So this mutate formula, this mutate is helping you, you know, first of all, you have created, and this mutate written here is adding another column in the same data frame.
Okay.
Right. So you have to first change the variable name from BP to systolic BP, because there's no variable called BP in our data frame.
Yes.
So you can simply change that. No, it will not run. It will throw error
Ah.
because there is no BP, na? What I
Yeah,
said.
yeah. Correct.
1 to 39, 140, 141. Everywhere it is written BP. You have to change this name. There's no BP column, right? Systolic BP is the column. So so from 118, you can see 118 row. There is the name of the variable systolic BP.
Yeah.
You can copy from there.
This entire thing?
No. Only the variable name, only the column name. No, not that. Only the column name, not X, nothing like that. Systolic BP, just systolic BP. Yeah. This is the name of your column, right? Copy it. See, instead of BP, it is going to be systolic BP.
Okay, I replace that.
Yeah, you have to replace it. Yeah. You have to replace it. Yeah. Now you have to run this code from 137 to run it. Okay, now again here it's saying that it failed to evaluate the left side of okay, BP not found.
This one.
Okay, here there is another one. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Run it. Now run this.
Yeah.
See now, now you go see if you on the right hand side in the environment, if you see on the DF, earlier there was 500 observation of 9 variable, now 8 variable, now it become 9,
It is
right?
9 variable, yes.
So see on the right hand side, right?
Yeah, BP category.
So this is a category that we have created, right? We have category. So this is again we have created another column. There are certain more thing that we can do. For example, if I want to only select particular, kind of certain, what would I say? Only particular columns. If I want to select only particular columns from this, okay, from this.
Okay.
So how will I do? Let's suppose I am only selecting patient ID, systolic BP and BP category, only 3 columns.
Okay.
Okay. How we will do is that I'm just go to the code base. You can just name it as create a variable, put a variable name as BP. No, don't comment it. Just create a variable name BP. Put BP as a reference because we are bifurcating.
Okay.
Now again that arrow operator less than and dash. Right. So right now what I'm going to tell you is that what is the name of your data frame? DF, correct?
Yeah, DF.
DF. So you just put first DF. Then there will be square braces, open and closed. Right. Okay, wait. Put a comma in between. So, on the left side before comma, it will be row. Right side of comma, it is column, right?
Yes.
So what I'm saying currently, I am going to select all the rows, all the 500 data. I'm only selecting particular things, particular columns. So for selecting particular column, you have to put C and then round braces. C and round braces.
Okay.
Under that round braces, you have to give the column names under double apostrophes, separated by commas. So you can just put all the column names. Patient ID. Just check the variable, check the variable data frame. Put the exact name, otherwise it won't take. Patient underscore ID. Then after that, there would be a comma. Then we have to put systolic BP.
Systolic underscore BP, BP.
Yeah, systolic underscore BP.
BP category. Oh, C capital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now run this. See, you have created another variable called BP. Open this now. See.
Yeah.
So earlier we were using only row
Mm.
operations. Now this time we have done column operations.
Yes.
Let's say if you want to do both.
Mm.
So we have to define on the either side of the commas, right?
Mm.
So just go to the code base. Now copy this code, just copy this BP code and paste it on 145. Right? Just name it as BP50 female. Just BP50 female. Wait. Now what we will copy this condition of from row to 135. So what I'm saying, I want to take female patients with age greater than 50.
50.
I want to first filter that, and then
Okay.
for them I just want to check the BP and systolic BP and BP category for them. Okay.
Okay.
So just use that condition from just copy the condition from the bracket 135. No, 135.
130. Okay.
No, after the square braces, not everything, just after the square braces. Yeah. Copy it. Copy till female
Okay.
before comma.
Oh, before comma.
Yeah, before comma.
Okay.
Copy and then paste it before comma here in the 145. Just before comma in 145.
After BP category?
No. See, this is row
Okay, this
operations.
is row.
So row
Okay,
always
this is
come before that comma, right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Now run this code. So we are using both the operations at one time in one
Okay.
go.
One is row and one is column. Understood.
Yeah. So now check this. BP50 female. There are 140 observations. See?
Mm.
And you have only selected three things, right?
Yeah.
Three columns for that,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So row we have to do separately and column we have to do separately. Yeah,
Yeah, if you want to
understood.
do, yeah, if you want to combine both, it's simple. Whenever you're
Mm.
defining any data frame, it's df square braces, comma. So
Mm.
left side of comma is row operations, right side of comma is column,
Column operations. Okay.
comma operations. So we can do that.
Yeah.
Similarly, let's take couple of more things, right?
1 minute, Suraj. This
Yeah,
in the 145, after C
Mhm.
we have put the round bracket, whereas in the row we have not put the round bracket, right?
Because what happens? See, for row when we are doing row operations, we
Mm-hmm.
are not bothering about which column we are taking up. Okay.
Ah, okay.
So row operations is like you don't bother
General.
about the headers.
Yes.
Don't bother about the headers.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
we are selecting the column operations, you have to identify, okay, this is the column, this is the column, this is the column. These are
Understood.
all separate columns. First, you are picking them out and then
Okay.
you are merging it, right?
Okay, okay.
So you are picking them out and then, so C means combine. C is
Hmm.
helping you bind these three columns
Okay.
into
Okay.
one,
Okay.
right? So this is more on the row and column operations.
Okay.
Now let's let's focus on certain things, like for example, let's do certain summarizations. When I say
Okay.
certain summarizations, that means, let's suppose I want to summarize, I want to find out the mean value of systolic BP for all the females,
Okay.
all the
Meanwhile,
females,
systolic.
only the for all the females. So this is the conditions, right? I'm only
Okay.
finding out for female and male separately.
Okay.
Okay. So now, now this was row operation. You can simply put another is group summarization. Comment it as group summarization. The next step that we are doing,
Mm,
these all comes under the part of data manipulations, right? Data manipulation.
mm,
Okay. So for this, you copy this thing, copy this code base. So what I'm saying, I'm going into the data frame.
mhm,
I'm group by means I'm just grouping all the all females and males together and then
mm,
finding the mean age. Okay.
mm,
This is what it is saying. Run this. See.
mm. Female
So it's saying
57.7.
that the female age is 57.7, male age is 56.9. That means that
Mm,
simply the insight that we can take is that the average female age is more than male.
mm.
So we can also say that, let's suppose now let's also kind of uh, see the count of high and low BP in male and female,
Mm.
right?
What
See,
does this percentage greater than percentage means?
so basically this is a syntax.
Okay.
So you remember we have loaded a library called dplyr,
Ah.
in the beginning.
Mm,
So dplyr, for this is a syntax that says that what it says, under go to the data frame df. So
mhm,
after df you have entered the df, right?
mm, mm,
Then next step is you have to make a group by, you have to group BP and gender, you have to category together.
mm.
And then next step is you have summarize. So you just consider it as a next step. So you first
Okay.
df percentage greater than percentage means enter df. I have
Okay.
entered df data frame.
Mm,
The
okay.
next step that I've written is group by.
Mm.
Okay, I have done group by. Now what? Then I have defined dollar percentage greater than percent. Next what? Do summarization,
Mm.
right? Under summarization, what I'm taking, I need to take count. Run this code once. What it run this code
Yeah.
140.
Yeah.
Run this code. Go to 150 line at. Copy it and run this. Yeah, run this now. So what it is saying? See, it
Mm.
is saying high BP female. There are 172 patient who are
Mm.
female and who have high BP.
Mm.
Okay, 200 male who have high BP, 64 female who have normal BP, 64 male who have normal BP, and there's nothing called low category. There's no
Mm.
low category,
Yeah. So what
right?
does it groups is equal to drop means?
So see, dot groups equal to drop means it's a simple as syntax that says that when you're grouping them together, you need to take count. You do not have to take distinct count. You have to take count. Otherwise it would have taken distinct count.
What do
So
you mean by
it would have
distinct?
taken every female as one female,
Oh,
every
okay.
male as
Mm.
one male. But
Okay.
that not the entry.
Mm.
That is why it has been written that
Mm.
don't use distinct count, use count.
Okay.
Okay. So these are certain ways to kind of interpret data. Now what
Mm.
you want to see? Tell me anything, any problem statement that you want to like to see in this data. Anything.
Okay, let me just go back. Um, so I wanted to see um, length of stay in high BP males and females.
Okay. average length of stay.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Okay,
Mm.
okay, average length of stay. So wait, we will do that. See, so what we will do, will also. So after, just one thing that we need to do is that just one thing we will add. You just copy 151 to 153 code 151 to 153. Copy it, paste it,
Mm.
paste in 154. Right? So what we have done, now we have grouped BP and female category, gender-based
Yeah.
category, and then we have
Yeah.
taken the count of it. Now we
Yes.
want to add another thing, right?
Mm.
Another conditions.
Mm.
Just do one thing. After that, whenever we are adding any condition, what we need to do is that in the code, you have to put on what? Percentage greater than percentage. Put that.
Yes. Mm. Next line.
Yeah, no, same line,
Okay.
space, space, put space, and then percentage greater than percentage. Now, after doing summarization, the next step is we want to find out the average length of stay, right?
Mm.
So go to another next line, enter. Right? And then you just paste this thing. Just paste this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. Go to this data frame DF and see if the name is same or not. Length of stay. See the variable name is same or not.
Mm. Yeah, it is
Length underscore. Yeah,
underscore
it's
B.
right. Now run
Mm.
this.
Mm.
Okay,
Error.
wait. It is
Mm.
giving me. Wait.
Length of stay.
Wait. Length of stay not found. Why so? Wait. Okay. Summarize, comma, patient. Okay. Wait, I think there was certain problem in the. It is saying that it is not able to find length of stay. Okay. Can you go to DF again? Length underscore of stay. Yeah, just again go to that code base. Hmm. Wait. In summarize. Okay. Since we have already used summarize function for once, we do
Mm.
not have to use it twice. Okay.
Okay.
What
Mm.
we simply have to do is that, okay, you can remove till after group by just remove everything.
Which one?
Wait, I'm saying from 156 to 158, just delete that part.
Okay.
158, yeah, delete it. Wait till there. I'm pasting something, just copy it. So summarize cannot be used multiple times. Since we are summarizing things in one go, we can simply, put everything separated by comma. For example, in the first thing that we figured out the patient count, right?
Mm.
So what it has given is that it is saying that, okay, find out the mean, also find out the patient count, right?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
comma separated by patient count. Earlier we were only finding out the patient count. So we can,
Mm.
whatever summarization we need to do, we will simply put comma and put things like that. Run
Okay.
this.
Mm.
See what it is saying. High
High
female,
BP
high BP,
category.
8.15 is the length of stay. The count was, the patient count was 172. Okay.
172.
Right. Similarly,
Yeah.
let's suppose if I want to add another thing, I'm saying that average BMI. Okay. So you can copy 157, just copy 157. Yeah, till comma, yeah, copy it. Then you go to 158 at the end of 158. Enter, paste. Let's give this another name, average BP, not LOS. Instead of LOS, uh, BP 159 in the beginning. Yeah, BMI, sorry, BMI. Right? Then mean of BMI. See the variable name, length of stay. Instead of length of stay, we have to put BMI, capital BMI. I think
Yeah.
that is the name of the column, right?
Yeah.
You can check from the confirm from the data frame. Yeah.
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 BMI.
Right. Now run this again. Run the code again. See.
Yeah.
So since we have used summarization, we can simply put whatever the numerical summary that you want. We can simply put comma, 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 and put every data over there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is how you can, play around with the columns and rows.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we can do couple of more grouped summary. We can do couple of more things. If it is okay. So you do one thing now, since whatever we have done, try thinking lot of different problem statement and using the code base create something. For example, we have created category for BP. You can create category based on age. For example, greater than 50 senior citizen, 18 to 50 adult, less than 80 child, 18 child, that kind of a category. So since we have created for one, you can practice. For your practice, you can create another, right? So basically, these whatever we have done so far, these are all on the data manipulation techniques. These are all part of data manipulations. So we can analyze data in different way, whatever problem statement that you want to look at.
Yeah.
Everything is possible. Right? The understanding should be on data frame, how you understand data frame. That should be the best way. Okay. See, you do one thing for now, because next, now since we are entering into this machine learning kind of stuff, before getting there, I want you to be very versed with all this technique. So you do one thing, you first practice on this.
Yeah.
I'll share another data set for you to practice. I'll give some problem statement to you. Okay. And then you do it on your own. It will be more of an assignment for you. Okay. Do it on your own. I'll give certain problem statement that what I want to look at, what I want to see, okay, I'll share you the data and I'll share you the steps that need to be followed. And then just perform it on your own. Use this as your master code, right? You as a base code to refer for reference, and then you can do it on your own. So before getting to machine learning, I just want to be that you are very versed with all this stuff. Okay.
Okay, Suraj.
So today I'm just wrapping it here.
Yep.
I'll share you the assignment. You come up with the assignment. We'll solve it if there is any doubt in between. Also, you can also ping me in between if you find any doubt. I'll answer you in the group. And next time when we will be meeting, because it will be machine learning things, we are getting into that predictive things. So these are all something. These things should be very much clear to you.
Basics. Okay.
These are all the basics. Now whatever we have done, these steps remain applicable for all the data sets across all the industry.
Excellent.
Whether you are working as a in the banking industry, whether you are working into any other industry, and anything, this remains the same. Okay, this process remains the same. And next time after this, we'll do one more thing. Now we have patient ID, right?
Mm.
So we will create another, I'll give you another Excel. Well, there will be a patient ID similar to this patient ID, but the other fields will be different. Okay.
Mm.
We will be merging two data frames.
Oh,
The
okay.
common key will be patient ID, but we
Mm.
will be merging them together. So that
Okay.
merge operation is something that I will tell you in the next session.